Good afternoon. Today we will study part 5 of chapter 1, Nature of Logic. Now we'll recognize the arguments as deductive and inductive. Let us see the examples. If all the organisms are made of cells and humans are organisms, then humans are made of cells. Here humans are made of cells is the conclusion. Does the conclusion is implicitly present in the premise? Yes. And is the premise sufficient enough to prove the conclusion? Yes. So it is a deductive argument. Humans are made of cells is very much in the premise. Okay? Implicitly present in the premise. So it's an deductive argument. Now second one, the teacher used PowerPoint in the last few classes. Therefore, the teacher will use PowerPoint even tomorrow. See here, the conclusion that the teacher will use PowerPoint even tomorrow. To prove this conclusion, the evidence that the teacher has used PowerPoint in the last few classes is not sufficient. The conclusion is not implicitly present in the premise. So the argument is inductive. Now we come to the third. Every quiz has been easy. Therefore, the test in the college will be easy. Here the conclusion is that the test in the colleges will be easy, which is not implicitly present in the premise. And the premise, every quiz has been easy, is not sufficient to prove that the test in the college will be easy. So it's an inductive argument. Now, when it rains, my old car won't start. Now it is raining. Therefore, my old car won't start. What type of argument is this? This is also deductive because the conclusion, my old car won't start, is implicitly present in the premise. And the premise is that when it rains, my old car won't start. And now it is raining is sufficient enough to prove the conclusion. So it's deductive type. Next, fifth one. Every summer, I observe that there are ducks on our ponds. Therefore, this summer will also bring ducks on our ponds. So many years we have seen that the ducks are very much on our ponds every summer. Is this sufficient enough to prove that ducks will be there this year also? No. So it's an inductive argument. Now we come to sixth. It is not the case that Meenakshi is unhappy. That means Meenakshi is happy. Is the conclusion implicitly present in the premise? Yes. So the evidence is sufficient and therefore it is deductive argument. Not unhappy means only happy. So it's a deductive argument. 7. It is a ball, then it is round in shape. It is a ball, therefore it is round in shape. Here also the conclusion is implicitly present in the premises. So the premises provide sufficient evidence for the conclusion. Hence it is deductive argument. See, it is round in shape is very much in the premise. Now, 8th, Gandhiji believed in truth and ahimsa. Therefore, Gandhiji believed in truth. Here also the conclusion is implicitly present in the premise that he believes in truth. So it is a deductive argument because the premises provide sufficient evidence for the conclusion. Now we come to the next. One coin I pulled from the bag, it is rupees 5. The second coin I pulled from the bag, it is rupees 5. And the third coin I pulled from the bag, it is also rupees 5. Therefore, all coins in the bags are rupees 5. The three coins, the evidences of the three coins which are pulled from the bag is not sufficient to prove the conclusion. and the conclusion is not implicitly present in the premise. So the argument is inductive. The 10th one, many people died due to corona. Anushka is suffering from corona, therefore Anushka will also die due to corona. Are the premises providing sufficient evidence for the conclusion in this argument? No, it is not necessary that she will die. She may get cured also. So this argument is inductive. 11th, College A and College B are run by the same management. Both colleges have commerce faculty. Both colleges have qualified and trained teachers. Both colleges have equally good facilities for students. This year, the results in College A is cent%. Therefore, the result in College B will also be cent%. Are the premises providing sufficient evidence for the conclusion? No. So the argument is inductive because the results in the college does not depend upon the management or the qualified teachers or the facilities given to the students, but it depends upon the quality of students. So it's an inductive argument. 12th, few observed parrots are green, therefore all parrots are green. So few observed parrots are green. This is not sufficient to prove about all parrots all over the world. So it's an insufficient evidence. So it's an inductive argument. Now we come to the 13th one. Either corona will have a vaccine or we will have to live with it. We haven't found a vaccine for corona. Therefore, we have to live with it. So this is here the premises provide sufficient evidence for the conclusion. So the argument is deductive type. Now we'll come to the 14th one. If and only if Smruti is tall, then she can clean the ceiling. Smruti is tall, therefore she will be able to clean the ceiling. In this argument, the premises claim to provide sufficient evidence for the conclusion, and the conclusion is implicitly present in the premises. Therefore, the argument is deductive type. Now, 15th, I observed for 2 weeks that the supermarket employees wear jackets every Friday. Today is Friday and the supermarket employees have worn jackets. So the supermarket employees will continue to wear jackets every Friday. Here, the premises do not claim to provide sufficient evidence. That is not sufficient to prove that the supermarket employees will continue to wear jackets every Friday. And the conclusion does not implicitly be present in the premises. So the argument is inductive type. In the next class, we will continue with the same exercise. Thank you.